Welcome back, everyone, to the last and final pickups video in this home. We don't have a ton to talk about because 95% of our crap is packed away.
And we've been on a no-buy.
Yeah, that doesn't...
It didn't work out super great, but we were on a low buy. There we go.
There you go. So we have a few things to talk about. We thought it'd be fun. But yeah, at the end, we're going to do something special. So let's get
Honor
right to
the
it.
home.
Let's get right to it.
Alright, so my first thing is Tales from the Crip, Season 1 and 5. My brother-in-law threw this in with something we're going to talk about later, and he called it his divorce special. So I really greatly appreciated this, not necessarily the divorce.
Yeah.
But I love this. This just takes me back to my childhood at my grandma's house, staying up as late as I can just to watch this.
Starting off for me, this is just kind of silly and dumb.
Random.
I think she picked this up for me just for whatever reason. We got Forky from Toy Story 4.
Trash.
Yeah, so I think we've talked about Forky on something else before, I'm not sure. But yeah. I didn't have high hopes for Toy Story 4, and when I finally broke down and watched it, at the time I was dealing with like pretty severe anxiety. So it was kind of fun to see this little character that had anxiety because he thought he was trash. So it's a life lesson. Even if you think you're trash, you can still be loved.
All right. So these are two comic books he actually picked up semi for me. One of them's for us. This one is Alice Ever After. So I'm excited to read this. It doesn't seem like it might be a series. It just says one. So I don't know if this is the only one or if it's the start of a series. So I'm pretty excited to check that out. And then the next one is this TMNT from Archie.
Yeah, I really like these.
Yeah, they just have really cool artwork on them.
Yeah, I remember we came across one of the first issues we saw, and immediately I was like, is that Archie? And I was like, oh my god, it is. So like, I've been on this adventure to get Archie TMNT. For me, these are actually newer comics. I just found out that I think at the time of this video, the last one has not been released. But today I found issue 1 of Batman 89, which is basically a retelling of the Tim Burton Batman movie. And we also got issue 5 with Catwoman on the cover. So I have been kind of on the lookout for the others because it's 6 series. Issue. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get there.
Oh, fun fact. No pops.
Yeah, not a single one.
Yep.
Speaking of which, here's the pop. No.
Close, I guess.
Yeah, it's not a pop, but it is a little action figure thing. We got this in a Nick box. I just thought it was cute with Arnold, like all, Morton Salt grilled up, and his the little base is like he's stepping off the curb onto the street. And I was like, that's pretty cute. I do like that.
So we went to this weird store.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Sure.
Okay. We went to Hale in Nashville.
Oh.
It is they have like a lot of taxidermy, and it's an oddities store.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work. So of course, I walked out with a weird item. Probably the least weirdest thing there. I was trying to say weirdest. But they had some vinyl. I mean, how do you pass up Weird Al Yankovic, Dare to Be Stupid? It's Weird Al, man.
Yeah.
And I realized we didn't have any Weird Al vinyl.
Yeah.
So now...
I didn't even think that Weird Al had vinyl.
I know, for some reason. Never crossed my mind, I guess.
I just thought he went right into the singles.
There you go.
So this is something he and I have been having a real fun time just playing, hanging out, whatever. And it's this newer Kirby game. It's Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's simple to play. Has, it's a basic Kirby game, but it has some really cool new power-ups in it that we're just totally digging. So.
Yeah, for a 3D game, I'm surprised she's enjoying it. But I'm enjoying it a lot more than I expected.
I mean, I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying it.
We are having fun. this, I can't tell you how excited I was.
We were.
Yeah, when they announced this game. And we haven't been playing it as much because of the whole house situation. But we did get Nintendo Switch Sports. And I gotta say, the first night, the wife and I obliterated people in bowling.
Yeah.
Like, just annihilated them. And I guess overnight, they just became fucking masters, and now I can't beat anyone.
Yeah, overnight, more people bought the game.
I guess, yeah.
That were good at Wii Sports. So,
Yeah.
we're kind of mediocre.
I know. Not so much a game. I know nothing about this. I saw it today, and I was like, I mean, I can't pass this up. But it's a PSP UMD video. It's Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
He showed it to me. I was like, this is fucking weird. Never seen it.
no idea what it is, but I look forward to checking it out, especially now that I can play my PSP on a TV. So,
Okay, so this was one of the conventions we went to this year. We picked this up, and it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And I really hope they release more. I've not seen more. I don't know.
I haven't seen them out in a while. But
Yeah. It's TMNT by Universal Monsters. And so it is Raphael as Frankenstein. And come on.
That's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, mashups and crossovers and all that stuff, they're just freaking cool
Yeah.
if they're done right. And I mean, look at his, I'm going to call him size.
Yeah.
That's not awesome. They're like little lightning bolts. That's just, I mean, the attention to detail is just really nice in this.
Yeah. Fun story. This was something I passed up on. Because at the time, we weren't planning on moving. I was like, we don't need any more of these.
Yeah.
And, but I told myself if I go back to the store a couple weeks later and it's still there, I'm going to buy it. It's not this one, but they did have Dennis the Menace
Well,
on
we was
Laserdisc.
speaking of that.
Yeah. So I was like, well, how do I pass up Dennis the Menace?
Right?
I like this movie. I loved it as a kid. But the winner.
Yeah.
How this is still there, I have no idea. I assume just because it's Laserdisc. But
Yeah.
even the cashier was like, I've been waiting for someone to buy this. And I was like, I almost did like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. On Laserdisc.
Yes.
I'm so excited to get a Laserdisc player.
Yeah.
Literally to watch this. I don't know why.
It's weird because the players are so fucking expensive, but these are so cheap.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to pick all these up. I'm just going to pick up a couple. We'll just start from the beginning here. So I bought like 38 Goosebumps books for my brother-in-law. He's clearing house, and I thought it was a relatively good deal because I offered him $3 a book, and he was like, "That's too much money." So, yay me.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, we got a lot of the good ones in here. There are a few gaps that I'm gonna fill in eventually. Just gives me something else to do, something else to hunt for when we're going around.
Yep.
That being said,
Yeah, that leads me to, as I was at a thrift store today, I was like, let me just check books. Honestly, I don't know why I've never thought to look for Goosebumps. I don't know.
I always look in books, but I never specifically looked for Goosebumps.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I don't know what this is when it was released. As far as I know, it's not the same original story, at least not from what I was reading in the first paragraph. But we got Goosebumps Wanted the Haunted Mask. So, hardcover, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently there was supposed to be like a poster in here or something, which we don't have. But, I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, hey, we just got a bunch of Goosebumps books. Why the hell not?
Right.
So,
Add to it.
yeah.
So
Remember those Goosebumps books I sold at that yard sale with all my Power Ranger toys that I told you I shouldn't have sold because they might be worth money? Remember that?
Whatever.
Yeah. And you were like, you should sell that Sega Saturn.
That's
I was like,
fucking
no.
bullshit. All right. So, last but not least, again, another gem from our time at the convention. And we saw this, and I had to have it. I had to. There was like no possibility of not having it.
This was the point that I realized we needed a new home.
Yeah. It's Itchy and Scratchy. I can't remember who's who. But the mouse has ripped the heart out of the cat, and it says over here, "News, you need a heart to live." And so, clearly he's about to die.
So to wrap this video up, we thought we would do something kind of fun. Reminisce on the fact that this whole YouTube journey started in this home, and as excited as we are, I will be nostalgic when I go back and watch some of these older videos. Yeah. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of reminisce and talk about some of our favorite skits. So we're going to do a mutual one, and then 2 individuals to highlight them and talk about, how they came to be or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So we do have some honorable mentions because we had a hard time.
It was hard
putting this together. So the honorable mention for our mutual was no doubt the vaccine skit that we did. Stupid idea. It was so dumb. But that was probably, I know it's going to sound stupid, that was like the most production I've ever put into a video. It was so, the makeup was so bad. We did not plan that out. Because, what was it, rubber cement? And we just smelled it the entire time.
Yeah, it was our masks with latex and cotton.
Yeah, it was.
It's literally paper mask, and the latex smells awful. But I mean, to be fair, that is what they do in the FX world. So liquid latex, man. And
I was making sure that we got every bit of footage because I did not want to do that again. And if you pay attention to the end where we're all sitting on the couch, I'm not wearing a mask because I forgot that shot. So I had to angle it. But it was a lot of fun. But no doubt our favorite is kind of where it all started, which was the alphabetizing one. And
you're still wrong.
Yeah, so are you. But and it's funny because that really it came together from just stupid drunken arguments about how, because I'm very alphabetized, like AA, AB, AC, all that kind of fun stuff. But you still break your own rules from time to time, like the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And there was no acting from this one. If you look at that and God, she's acting really well.
No, that was me.
If you see the smirk on my face, I'm trying my hardest not to laugh. But yeah, it was fun, and it was very little scripted out. Most of that was just improv. Yeah. And I was so happy when so many people were like, "Oh my God, I can relate to this." I was like, cool.
So my honorable mention was the apple pie moonshine. I don't know if that whole video was apple pie moonshine.
Yeah, it was just me making apple pie moonshine.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and my mom watched the video, and after she was like, "Oh yeah, I watched it. It was really funny." She was like, "I'm kind of concerned though," and I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "Because that was a lot of alcohol. Did he drink all that?" I was like, "Mom, it was water." She's so sweet. I love it so much.
Acting.
Yeah,
Top-notch acting, I guess.
But my favorite that we have done personally has got to be the Christmas gift exchange, where I gave him a wig and he gave me, what did you give me? Hair dye. And he gave me hair dye, and then I attack him, and then at the end he reaches over and I smack his hand and he's got a black eye. Oh my God. Man. Best episode.
Yeah, for me it was hard because I was really reflecting on a lot, because I had a lot of fun doing the gaming then versus now. Some of the Sega James episodes I did. The Mortal Kombat speed dating is probably my favorite, but we felt that one was too new. Yeah. My honorable mention is no doubt Paralyzer, which I think is my second watched video on YouTube. That was some of the most work I had done, green screen work. I had to go back and storyboard every little scene. Oh, wow. And she had a lot of fun because she got to do multiple takes of throwing an empty
bottle at his head.
Yeah. And I had to pick the best take. But even today, I'll go back and watch that. I'm like, wow, this actually turned out pretty decently for doing green screen work in this house was not fun. And there's a reason why the Mortal Kombat speed dating took technically 2 years, because we had filmed it before and the green screen was just awful. But my favorite was I think the first Halloween special I did, which was My Worst Nightmare, which is when every game I put in is basically Awesome Possum. This one was the first time I ever did any sound Foley, so I stripped all the audio and went back and replaced it all. by myself, not using like other sound effects. And it turned out so stupid. But
in a good way.
I loved the fact that like whenever I do videos, sometimes if I bring people on, I don't give them full context. So like my buddy Shane at the end, when we're in bed, he came over one night. I was like, hey dude, I need you to do this scene with me. We're gonna be in bed together. I'm gonna wake up like a nightmare, and you're just gonna like embrace me. And he's like, all right, I got it. he didn't really know what he was getting into.
Asked.
Yeah. But yeah, then it ends up being like the whole thing is a nightmare you're having or some crap. But my favorite is the end with the weird like scare from Awesome Possum where his eyes turn red and stuff. That was just fun. Well, anyway, guys, yeah, those are some pickups, the final pickups of this home and reminiscing on some good times. I look forward to see what the next home brings because we'll have a lot more room to do shit.
Enjoy the upcoming videos where we actually have things in our home.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so.
Hopefully you'll get to see a video in our new home soon.
Yeah, we'll see. But thanks again for watching, guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you again next time.
Bye!